Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the stream. It is 9 p.m. on July 14th. Today is Con Air Day. The movie Con Air took place on July 14th. So welcome to the stream. We've got 3 rounds of Premodern coming at you today. First things first, of course, appreciate everybody who is here. So we've got to go with our color chooser, and we need to let the wheel decide what color we are going to use for the frame that is around me. So we will spin it and see what it comes up with. Looks like it's gonna be gold. So we will turn off the blue frame, we will turn on the gold frame, and there we go. So let's take a look at today's deck, shall we? Gro-Atog. So Quirion Dryad and Psychatog our main beaters. Quirion Dryad gets a +1/+1 counter whenever I cast a white spell, blue spell, red spell, or black spell. So, if you take a look, with the exception of my Mox Diamonds and the Quirion Dryads, all of my spells meet that criteria. So, every spell, with the exception of other Quirion Dryads or Mox Diamonds, are going to give those Dryads +1/+1. So that's where we get Gro-Atog. Of course, Psychatog, we've got all the things that can help the Psychatog grow. It gets +1/+1 for discard when you discard a card, and gets +1/+1 when you exile 2 cards out of your graveyard. So looking forward to some fun times today, and we will have to see what we can do. I'm looking forward to playing some Premodern. It's been a little while, so I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be playing again. I've been playing in the Old School Magic Summer Derby, so I've got one more match for that scheduled sometime on Sunday. I'm not exactly sure when. My opponent just wasn't able to pinpoint a time yet, so if you want to, you can follow me over on social media. You can reach me in many different ways. The link is in the chat right now, or you can scan the QR code that is on your screen as well, and that'll bring you to my link tree, and I announce my stuff on my Discord first, and then it goes to social media after that. So if you're into old school, I appreciate that, and I'll be happy to bring one more match from the Old School Magic Summer Derby sometime on Sunday. So it looks like we have our pairing, and I'll be playing against Matt. So we're gonna go into the room, and we're gonna see if we can get Matt ready and raring to go, so that we can play some Premodern today. So hope everybody's having a good day. Gotta move this chair. There we go. It is a little bit warm here. It has cooled off here in Syracuse, though. It was in the 80s today. In the last few days, it's down into the low 70s right now, which is good. It's nice. I've got a fan running over here, and got the door open. Because I got the door and the windows open, you can hear that somebody decided to to go by with either a race car or a motorcycle or something along those lines. Oh, okay. Matt needs to use whereby. So I will go into Matt's whereby room, and we'll just have to make some quick adjustments. Hey, man, how's it going?
How are you, man?
Good. Okay. So, yeah, I think I have everything all set up from last time, so I actually don't have to make any adjustments.
All right. Super.
Yep. So.
Shall I roll for turn then?
Sure. I'll take odd.
It is a 4.
Okay.
Safe to play.
All right. So the good thing about Premodern is I don't have to worry about you mind twisting my hand away, and I don't have to worry about you playing a Library of Alexandria. So.
How are things up in Buffalo?
I'm in Syracuse, but things are going well. And we are going to just flip-flop this around. There we go. There. Yeah, we're doing good here. It's been a little warm the last couple of days. So last Thursday we had a little bit of an accident here at the house. My son plugged up the toilet and kept flushing and kept flushing and kept flushing and flooded our entire first floor. So, needless to say, my game room was filled with water, as was the bathroom, the kitchen, the living room, the hallway, and the dining room. So I was not able to play Premodern last week because the cleanup had not been finished yet.
I believe
it's one of those things.
Flash Flood is a magic card, is it not?
Yeah, so I lost like 3 Premodern rares, like just junk rares that I had pulled out of a bulk box at some point in time. And I lost a whole bunch of commons and uncommons that I had in 800 count boxes that were sitting on the floor. I lost 1 old Scry magazine, and that was pretty much it for anything of value. So I'm okay with that. Like, I lost, what was it? I think it's called Sky Shroud War Beast or something like that. It's like a 2 mana that gets a buff based on non-basic lands that your opponent controls or something like that. So I lost one of those. I think a Hidden Gibbons and a I can't even remember the other one. Just like they're all like like silly inexpensive rares, but not too worried about it. But the cleanup took several days.
I remember the last time you played a few weeks ago, you were having like issues with your heating or something too, right?
Yeah, our air condition, our central air conked out, so but it happens. Not a big deal.
I hope no further home-related issues.
Yeah. Well, stop having issues that cost us money.
Exactly.
How do you want to do this?
Middle pile is fine with me.
Okay. Same.
Okay. Good luck.
You as well. And it looks like, hang on 1 second. I need to change the setting.
I need the mulligan, so.
I haven't even looked yet. My screen is backwards on the stream, so I need to fix that. I'll keep this.
Cutting in the middle, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, you're fine. All right, there we go.
All right. I will go with this.
Okay. Good luck, my friend.
You too, sir.
Thank you.
Start things off with an undiscovered paradise and pass to you.
Okay. I will draw. I will play a polluted delta and I will fetch. I'm at 19.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I will get an island.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to cast a sleight of hand.
Mm-hmm.
Look at my top two. One goes into my hands, and the other on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And I will play a Mox Diamond,
Yep.
discarding an island. And you
Nice.
can go.
All right. At the end of your turn, I will attempt to enlighten tutor.
Sure.
I'll get a land tax.
Mm-hmm.
Shuffle. Alright.
Okay.
Untap undiscovered trigger. I don't want to keep trigger. Draw.
Yep.
Undiscovered. And land tax.
Okay.
And pass.
Untap. Draw 6 cards. I will, I'll play a Flooded Strand and I will say go. 5 cards.
Okay. Untap undiscovered bounces.
Yep.
Upkeep land tax trigger.
Sure.
Find the plains, the mountain, and plains. I don't know if the pink sleeves are too on the nose. But they're pink. Not prison though, so don't worry. Wouldn't bore you like that.
Hey, at least it's not mono red.
There you go. Alright. Would you like me to leave these out?
Yeah. Oh, it's just if you leave them face up to remind me, that
Sure.
would be great.
Certainly. Draw for turn.
Yep.
Alright. I will play plains and I'll say go.
How many cards are in your hand now?
I can call it. I have 8 in hand, so you need to go to discard.
Hold on. Let me look to see if I'm going to do anything against it. No, you're good.
Okay. In that case, I'll discard plains.
Sure.
And now I have 7 in hand.
Okay. I will draw. I'm going to play an island.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pass the turn.
Alright.
On your upkeep, I'm going to stifle the land tax.
Okay. That resolves. So I'll just go to draw step. And I'm going to play a Mox Diamond, sacrificing or discarding the mountain.
Okay.
And then I'm going to play an Undiscovered Paradise.
Yep. And you've got 6 cards left now?
I have 5 in hand.
5 cards. Okay. Oh, careful! Don't flash them to me.
Oh, sorry. All right. And then I'm going to play a... play Seal of Cleansing.
Okay.
And then I'm going to pop it to blow up your Mox.
Okay.
And past you.
And step I will fetch.
Yep.
I go to 18. I'll get a plains. Draw.
Yep.
Polluted Delta.
Mm-hmm.
Pass the turn. 4 cards.
We're already. Untap Paradise trigger.
Sure.
Upkeep land tax trigger.
Yep.
And a plains. And a plains. And a plains.
Seems okay.
Shuffle. Draw for turn.
Sure.
Play another Mox, discarding a plains.
Okay.
Play a Undiscovered Paradise.
Mm-hmm.
Play Scroll Rack.
Counterspell.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Counterspell.
Counterspell. Didn't recognize the art.
Oh, yeah, it's the arena counterspell.
Oh, cool. It is gone. All right, then. I will play a Soltari Priest.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
End step. I will fetch.
Yeah.
17. How many cards are in your hand?
I have 4.
Okay.
Including 2 planes.
Grab an island.
Mm-hmm.
Untap. Draw. City of Brass.
Mm-hmm.
I will take a point.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at 16, and I will cast a Psychatog.
Ah. That resolved.
And you can go.
Right, untap Paradise trigger. And land tax trigger.
Mm-hmm.
Planes. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Planes and a planes. that camera. Here we go. And draw for turn.
Sure.
Okay. All right.
You got a second Mox floating in there somewhere, right?
Yeah, I do. What the heck happened to that? Sorry. I don't know how that happened.
Okay. That was weird.
That was very weird.
Oh, it's how you cut, and then you picked it all up. Okay.
Oh, yeah. A literal sleight of hand, I guess. All right. Play, the planes, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It's over here. All right, I'll play another Solitary Priest.
Sure.
And I'll swing for 2 with the one that doesn't have Something Sickness.
Okay, I'm at 14.
Pass.
End stepped. I'm going to cast Predict, targeting you.
Mm-hmm.
I will name land tax. So mill your
And
top
so-
card and reveal it.
Reveal the top card? Okay.
Yeah, reveal your top card and mill it. If it's a land
Okay,
tax, I
yeah,
draw
two.
2. But I just draw 1. Okay. Untap. Draw. I'm going to cast a Meddling Mage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to name Devastating Dreams.
Okay.
I will attack with the Psychatog.
Not pumping it or anything, just regular?
Well, I'm...
Oh, right. Well, we don't know. Okay. Well, I can block, so yes.
Yeah, I'll pump it once by exiling 2 fetch lands out of my graveyard.
Okay. So I take how many?
2.
2. Okay, to 18.
And you can go.
All right. Untap. Land tax trigger.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just find a plains and a mountain. Being careful not to inadvertently pick up a Mox this time. Draw for turn.
Okay, so you have 6 planes. Sorry, you have 5 planes, 1 mountain, and you have an undiscovered paradise in your hands. And then everything else
That's
is
right.
gravy.
That's right. All right, so I'm gonna play another Mox, pitching undiscovered.
Sure.
I'm gonna play the plains. Weird draws, man. I'm gonna play another Solitary Priest
Okay.
and swing in for 4 with the non-summoning sick ones.
All right, I'm at 10.
And that's all I got for you. Pass.
Untap. Draw. I will attack with both of these guys.
Mm-hmm. No blocks.
One, two. I will pump the Psychatog 3 times.
Okay, so he's a 4/4.
4, 4, 5. So 4,
4,
5, 6 coming your way.
Okay, I'll take him. Go to 12.
And you can go.
All right. untap. Land tax trigger, finding whatever I got left. Nudge. One planes.
Okay.
And that's it.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Well, I could use some business spells, I gotta be honest with you.
I mean, 3 creatures that I can't block is pretty good, not gonna lie.
Well, we'll see. My clock might run out on me. Alright. Draw. Alright. I'll play play Winter Orb, just for the hell of it.
I'm gonna memory lapse that.
Okay, so that goes to the top of my library?
Correct.
Okay. Fair enough. Nothing else to do then, but swing in for 6.
I'm at 4.
Okay, your go.
End step. I'm gonna predict targeting you. I'm gonna name Winter Orb.
Wild guess. You're correct.
Yeah. So I will draw 2 off that.
Yeah.
1, 2. Still end step. I'm gonna cast Gush, returning 2 islands.
Yep.
Draw 1, 2. Untap. Draw. I'm gonna take a point down to 3 to cast Sleight of Hand.
1,
2. 1 in my hand and 1 on the bottom.
Yep.
And I will play an island. I will play another Sleight of Hand. 1, 2. And I will attack.
No blocks.
Okay. Pump 1.
Yep.
2.
Yep.
3. 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 13 coming at you.
You got it.
Oh, wow. Whew. I was not sure if you were going to have some kind of removal spell.
Would have loved to have drawn something useful. Sadly, did not.
Drawing the Gush off the predict was what got me there.
Yeah. Alright. Let's see what I got for you here. You know what? Take out. That's fine.
Yeah, middle on top is fine.
Same here.
Okay.
Alright, I will take the play.
Alright. Good luck.
You too.
Thank you.
Okay.
You're keeping?
Yep.
I'm going to mulligan. You want me to do middle on top again?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I'll keep this one.
Okay.
Put that one on the bottom. Okay. Do your thing.
Alrighty. Planes, and you can go.
Okay. I will draw. I will play a flooded strand, and I will fetch down to 19.
Yep.
I'll grab an island. And then I will play a Mox Diamond.
Mm-hmm.
I will pitch an island. And you can go 4 cards.
Alrighty. End of your turn, Lane Tutor.
I will daze it.
Okay.
Using the alternate cost of 2 mana.
Alright. Great. Untap. Raw. Alright. Play mountain.
Yep.
And past you.
Okay. Untap. Draw. Flooded Strand. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
3 cards.
Alright. Untap. And... I'll pass.
End step, I will fetch down to 18.
Yeah.
Maybe. There it is. Planes.
Mm-hmm.
Still end step. I will opt.
Mm-hmm.
That can stay. I will draw it. Untap. Draw for my turn. I will play an island. I've got 3 cards. I will say go.
All right. Draw for my turn. And pass. 7 cards in the end.
Okay. Untap. Draw.
Mm-hmm.
And I will pass the turn. LeBrooks has a question. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Go ahead. Ask your question. Go ahead, Matt.
Okay. Draw for turn. Okay. All right. Lightning bolt you.
Okay. I'm at 5. 15, excuse me. 5, 15. Big difference.
Not too fast.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, past you.
Okay. Look back at what I've got. End step. I'm going to use ice to tap your planes.
Okay.
And draw a card. Untap. Draw. City of Brass.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Untap. Draw.
4 cards.
Vexing. All right, I'll go to. I'm going to discard. I have 8 in hand. Discard a Silver Knight.
Okay. Brooks wanted to inform me that they're changing the phone number for the suicide awareness effective 7/16. No, I was not aware of that, so I will definitely make sure that I get that new phone number into my graphic and into my commands. I definitely appreciate you letting me know that, because I don't want to pass along incorrect information. Okay, I will draw for turn, and I will say go with 5 cards.
Alright. Right, I'm going to discard.
All right, hold on. I got something to do your
Okay.
step.
Sorry about that.
No, that's fine. I'm going to opt.
Okay.
Look. I'll put that one on the bottom. And draw. Okay, go ahead and discard.
Alright, pass to you. 7 in hand.
Untap. Draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. Go ahead.
Draw.
Finally have another mana source?
Go to. I'll pass to you. Go to discard.
Sure, I got nothing.
Alright. Discard. I'll give you a find.
Okay. I will draw. I will play Psychatog.
Okay.
And I will play an island. And I will say go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards.
All right. End of your turn, I will Swords of Plowshares.
Counterspell.
Yeah, resolves.
All right, continue.
Untap. Go after my turn. Play Max Diamond.
Yep.
Discarding the planes. Play a Solitary Priest.
Sure. Yeah, that's good.
And I will Pyroblast the Psychatog.
That wasn't very nice. Okay.
Over to you.
Untap. Draw. I will play an island and I will say go.
Untap. Draw. I will play Imperial Armor.
I will memory lapse that.
Alright. And swing for 2.
I will take 2. 13.
Yeah, go ahead.
End step, I'm going to predict targeting you, and I'm going to name Imperial Armor.
Yep.
I will draw 2. Untap. Draw. Quirion Dryad.
Okay.
And I will pass the turn. 4 cards.
Untap. Draw. Swing for 2.
Yep. I'm at 11.
I will Swords the Dryad.
I will respond.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast Shelter, targeting the Quirion Dryad.
What does that do?
Dryad gets a +1/+1 counter when I cast a spell that is not a white, blue, or black or red spell. Shelter, I choose a color, and target creature gains protection from that color until end of turn, and then I draw a card.
Okay.
So I will choose white.
That's good.
All right. So your swords gets countered by the rules. You all set after that?
Yeah, all set.
Okay. I'm going to Gush, returning 2 islands. This gets another counter.
This is a man step?
Yep. 1,
Yep.
2. Untap. Draw. I will play an island. And I will cast an Engineered Plague. I will name Cleric.
So that dies.
Yep. This gets a counter.
Yep.
And I will attack you for 4.
Swords to Plowshares in response.
I'm going to Gush in response. This gets another counter. Draw 1. 2.
You know what? I'm gonna. Yeah, no, it's good. Sorry.
And then I'm gonna cast Shelter. This gets a counter. Give it protection from white.
Yeah.
Draw a card. Okay, so Swords gets countered by the rules, and you take 6.
Yeah. I'm 14.
But you had 14. I'm going to cast a Mox Diamond, discarding an island.
Yep.
7 cards. You can go.
All right. Untap. Draw. All right. Empty Swords to Plowshare is the Dryad.
I will take a point to cast Counterspell. My Dryad gets another counter.
I will Pyroblast the counterspell.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to gain 7.
All right, so you're at 17?
17, yep.
All right. Your go.
Untap. Draw. I'm going to play another Dryad.
Mm-hmm.
And I will play an island.
Yeah.
I will say go with 5 cards in hand.
All right. I'll draw.
During your draw step, after you draw, I'm going to use ice to tap down your Mox.
Okay.
And I draw a card.
How many cards in hand?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right. I'll play land tax.
Sure.
And you can go.
Untap. Draw. Attack for 2.
I'll take 2. Go to 12.
Go ahead. 6 cards.
Untap. Land tax trigger. Planes. Planes. And planes. Shuffle. Draw for turn. Lightning Bolt the Dryad.
I have a response. I'm going to respond by tapping your Mox. It's going to get a counter. I'll draw a card. Okay, Dryad goes away.
And, oh, sorry about that. Lightning Bolt's still on top of the graveyard.
Yep.
And pass with 4.
Okay, untap. Draw. Play another Dryad. Play an island.
Yeah.
Say go.
Untap.
5 cards.
Tax trigger. Planes. 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 library's getting a little thin here.
Yeah.
Alright. Draw for turn. Play planes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll say go. Got 7 in hand.
All right. Untap. Draw.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. Attack for 1.
Yeah. We'll go to 11.
Go ahead.
Land tax trigger. Find 1 planes. Shuffle. Draw. Play planes and say go.
Okay, how many cards do you have in your hand now? 7?
Call.
Right? 5 lands and 2?
I'll go to discard.
Oh, no. Okay. All right, so you get 3. Okay. All right, untap. Draw. Attack for 1.
Go to 10.
Go ahead. 7 cards.
Alright, skip land tax trigger.
Mm-hmm.
Draw for turn.
Okay.
Unhelpful, but box diamond, discarding of planes. And pass.
Sure. Untap. Draw.
Yep.
Attack for 1.
Go to 9.
Mox Diamond. Discarding a City of Brass.
Mm-hmm.
Quirion Dryad.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Go ahead.
All right. Land tax trigger. Find 1 planes.
Mm-hmm.
Shuffle. Draw. Play a Silver Knight.
I'm going to cast Memory Lapse.
Hey, all right.
Counter.
All right.
What's that? Okay. Untap. Draw.
Mm-hmm.
Attack for 4.
Go to 5.
And 5 cards. Go ahead.
Untap. No tax trigger. Draw. And play Silver Knight.
Days. Counter.
Yep. I'll pay 1.
Sure.
That's it for me.
End step. Swords on your knight. Counter.
All right. I will go to 7.
Yep. Untap.
Yep.
Draw. Attack for 8.
Begin.
Whew. Yeah, you weren't drawing business. How many... were you drawing any of your Solteri guys?
I had one in hand, yes.
Yeah,
so that was a great play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was hoping to resolve a Silver Knight and an Imperial Armor, but
yeah,
would have needed a Pyroblast for that. Probably didn't draw it.
Yeah. So Dryads were putting in some work.
Yeah. I boarded it. Did you board out? You still have Psychatog in the deck, I assume.
Yeah, I still have Psychatogs in the deck. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I boarded in Cursed Totem, but I kind of forgot that the main threat in Gro-Atog is actually Dryad.
But I didn't show you Dryads in game 1, so...
Yeah, fair point.
Yeah, so...
I guess, because there's like straight up blue. But I saw I saw a white mana, so I figured it's probably Gro-Atog versus just straight blue-black Psychatog.
Yeah. Engineered Plagues and
of,
Swords of Plowshares came in out of the board.
Yeah, those are clutch. Got it done.
Yeah, and the Dryads, like, I've always had a soft spot for the Dryad, so it's just one of those cards that I just I really, really like. And Premodern, it has a home in Premodern. Like, I mean, this isn't like a tier 1 deck by any stretch, not by any stretch at all, but it's still fun for me to play. And Memory Lapse and Predict is always fun, and you have tutors, which makes the predicts even better.
Right.
I boarded out Armageddons against you because I didn't feel that they were going to be good enough.
Yeah, likewise. I mean, I was on the fence about Winter Orb because I mean that probably wouldn't bother you all that much. I mean, with Gush.
Mm-hmm.
Because Gro-Atog plays Winter Orb itself, right? Sometimes.
Yeah, I decided not to.
So I had a couple of red blasts and Tormod's Crypt for Psychatog.
Mm-hmm.
And not a whole hell of a lot else, honestly. Tough matchup for me. Plus, I did not draw much.
Well, I was able to stymie a lot of your removals, so you had to use 2 spells to get rid of my guys from time to time.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Like that one time where I cast the Fire and Ice, it was basically just so that I could see if I could draw another card to get out of range of the bolt. You know what I mean? So. Yeah,
exactly.
It is what it is. It doesn't necessarily. I don't think it was a terrible play. I got to play to the outs that I have in my deck. I've got enough instants that I should be okay. But.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Well, anyways,
thank you for the games. I appreciate it, man.
Likewise, yeah, it's fun.
All right, and you take care.
All right, enjoy the rest of your games.
All right, thanks. Good luck with the rest of your games tonight.
You too.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Well, we got there, chat. So we are currently the 1-0-est. Happy about that. Take a look at tonight's deck. So, Gro-Atog. Yeah, so Quirion Dryad putting in work in that second game there. That was definitely key. The fact that I drew all 4 of them, I mean, I drew a lot of cards. The fact that I drew all 4 of them was kind of cool. And then, he had a red blast for Psychatog, but I'm only running 2 Psychatogs, so not a big deal. I didn't see any meddling mages in that round, but that's alright. He did not recognize my counterspells. Those arena counterspells I think are pretty sweet. So, that's not something that everybody recognizes. The Memory Lapse plus Predict is pretty cool. Daze, the one of Stifle might have mattered in game 1 because they did stifle the land tax trigger once, but and then the shelters down here by my lands have been they did okay. They basically act like counter spells for targeted removal, but they also mean that I also draw a card off it. It's not something that people expect, so we'll see what happens. So it looks like I'm going to be playing against Aaron next. Okay. So we'll go ahead and start our match and bring Aaron in as soon. Oh, there he is. So, how's it going, my friend?
Going well, Rich.
So let's. I need to just make a couple of quick updates. It is now round number 2.
Yeah.
I can see your face. Wow, you don't ever do that.
I have a second camera now.
There you go.
I'm gonna switch it right now, though. Now I've got it on the play space. There we go. Rich, it's been a little while. How you been?
It has. I'm doing well. So I planned on playing last week, but my son plugged up the toilet and flushed a lot. He flooded the entire first floor. So that was last Thursday. That was like at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So there was no way that I was going to have everything cleaned up by time it was time to play. So it's like, okay, yeah, I can't play. So it is what it is.
Not that there's any unacceptable reason to play, but that's a very acceptable reason to play.
Yeah. So that was a thing. We everything wasn't all cleaned up until sometime on Saturday. So we cleaned up as much of the water as we could on Thursday, and then obviously some things had to dry, and then we had to clean the floors after that, but didn't want to clean the floors while they were still damp from toilet water, because that kind of defeats the purpose of cleaning them if you're just going to be spreading the toilet water back around. So
yeah that's
so yeah, that's and tricky. Then but I had to pull everything out of the game room, power off everything. I lost some cards, but nothing important, nothing expensive or anything like that. So
that's
yeah.
I mean, it's a bummer that you lost cards, but
yeah. I found some cheap rares in my bulk that I wanted to try in Premodern. So Hidden Gibbons was one of them, and Sky Shroud. I think it's called Sky Shroud War Beast, the 2 mana that gets bigger for the opponent having non-basic lands. So
I never trust people who play Hidden Gibbons.
Yeah, and then there was another one too. I can't remember. It's a white rare, 1 white mana. Everybody sacrifices down to 5 lands, and there can't be more than 10 lands in play.
Limited resources.
Yeah, limited resources. Yeah. So I lost those 3 cards, plus a bunch of commons and uncommons I didn't really care about. So that's why they were sitting in boxes on the floor. I didn't really care about them much, but I would have much rather donated them to somebody who was going to play with them. But
right. Well,
I'm assuming you don't care.
I absolutely do not.
Okay. You want to choose even or odd?
I'll go evens, please.
Okay. It is odd. It is a 5.
Alrighty. Go ahead and
play
choose.
first. So you guys have been getting together in person now on Fridays?
Yeah, we're doing Fridays and the occasional weekend, the occasional Sunday as well.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'll keep this one.
I can keep this.
Island. Go ahead.
Okay. Forest. Hidden Gibbons.
I have a response.
Okay.
Opt.
All right. That's good.
That's too funny.
I told you. Can't trust anybody who plays
it. That is just too funny. Scry it to the bottom and I'll draw. And then I'm going to daze your Hidden Gibbons.
Sure. That's awesome.
All set?
Yep.
Okay. I will draw. I will play an island. I will play a Mox Diamond pitching an island.
Okay.
I'm gonna play a meddling mage?
Sure.
Question mark? Okay, so you're playing Hidden Gibbon's main deck. I'm gonna name Thermokarst, thinking maybe that you're on land destruction. Go ahead.
Interesting. Okay.
Because I have no clue.
I'll play a Brushland.
Brushland. Okay.
That's a card that exists.
It is a card that exists.
I'll do a colorless here,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll play a Quirion Dryad.
That is a Quirion Dryad.
And I'll pass turn.
Okay, untap. Draw. Sleight of hand.
Sure.
1, 2. I'll put this one in my hand and this one on the bottom. I'll play another meddling mage.
Ooh.
I
Sure.
will name Swords to Plowshares.
Seems good.
And I'll attack for 2.
I will take 2.
Okay. Go ahead. 2 cards.
I'll play a Brushland.
Yep.
I'll take a paint. I'll play a Savannah Line.
Okay.
Counter. I'll take a paint.
Yeah.
I'll play a Brilliant Halo.
Brilliant Halo, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. So, enchanted creature gets +1/+2. When it's put into the graveyard, it returns. Oh, it's like Rancor. Okay.
Yep.
So it is currently a 4X. Seems okay.
Correct.
All right.
I will swing with a 4/5.
I'm at 16.
And I will pass turn.
Untap. Draw. Psychatog.
Yeah.
I will swing with my Thermokarst named Meddling Mage.
No blocks.
Okay, take 2. Put you at 14 and I'm at 16. And you can go.
Alrighty. Play a Wooded Foothill.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, crap.
Okay. Put you at 13.
Yep. I'll grab a Plains.
Are you
take a
attacking?
pain.
Or you just forget to untap?
Oh, no, I just forgot to untap.
Yep.
I'll play an Enchantress's Presence.
So you took a pain for that, you said?
I did.
Down
Yep.
to 12?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll put a Rancor on the Quirion Dryad.
Okay.
Trigger.
Yep.
Swing.
And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's a 6. 6.
Sure.
5. 6.
It's 6. Okay, I'll take 6.
6. 6.
Untap. Unless you're doing more.
I will pass turn.
Okay. Untap. Draw. City of Brass.
Mm-hmm.
I go to 9. Armageddon.
Sure.
Cards in hand?
2 cards in hand.
Okay. Attack with both meddling mages.
I will block the one naming Swords to Plowshares.
Sure. Traits, you take 2.
Yep.
Put you at 10. And you can go 1 card.
All right. Come on, deck. That's not it. That's a lot of cards in your graveyard, sir.
Yeah. That was part of the plan.
Yeah, no, I'm figuring out the plan. I'll pass turn.
Untap. Draw. Flooded Strand. Fetch. Down to 8. Island. Meddling Mage.
Gosh.
My
Yep.
wielding Swords of Plowshares.
Seems good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10 cards in my graveyard. Go ahead.
All right. I'll play a Plains.
Mm-hmm.
No cards in hand?
No cards in hand.
I'll swing.
No blocks.
All right.
6, right? Bring me down to
Yep.
2.
Down to 2. Yep, that's game.
Okay.
You got it.
Ooh.
If I could have got that Plains 1 turn earlier.
Ooh.
Of course. All right, we can do this.
Okay.
Go faster, deck. You need to go faster. Huh. That could be fun. Yeah, we're trying that.
Oh. I called your bluff.
Which one?
No, right at the end
attack?
there.
Yeah.
Right at the end
Absolutely.
there. It's like, I don't think there's going to be any enchantment that he can cast that's as an instance. But, yeah. So, yeah, you didn't cast any more non-green spells.
I know.
Because you only needed one. If you would have cast one, you would have got both of those attacks together would have been lethal. It's like, wow.
Yeah, I was looking. Well, the Armageddon did not help things.
It helped me.
I had a plan, and that wasn't it, Rich.
Mm-hmm. I figured that. Armageddon was good for me because I meant you couldn't cast any more spells. Not gonna lie though, it was, I was on the ropes. It's like, well, what are we gonna do? We'll see what happens, right?
Yeah, I love this though. We have like Espergeddentog. The last time I was out in Wisconsin, we were theorizing Psychatog, an Esper Psychatog deck with Mox Diamond. So it's hilarious to see you playing a very similar thing here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I can do this.
I will not do this one.
All right.
That was the double Mox Diamond hand with no lands.
Oof. Ouch. That's not what you want to see.
Yeah. One land might have been okay, but not zero.
Not zero.
I just think it's funny. I mentioned Hidden Gibbons, and then you play it on turn one.
Oh, shoot. I have forgotten to start the round timer.
See how you are? There we go. I'm sure we'll be done before the timer would have finished.
Right. Well, these two decks seem to want to play fast.
Yep. I'll keep this one.
Okie doke.
I'll put that one down at the bottom.
Sounds good.
And you could, go ahead.
All right. I'll lead off with a forest and a Birds of Paradise.
Okay.
Pass turn.
Draw. Flooded Strand. I'm going to go get an island now and say go. I'm at 19.
All right. I will draw for turn. I'll play a Windswept Teeth.
Yep.
Crack. Grab a Plains.
Okay.
And I'll play an Argothian Enchantress.
That's 0/2 and has Shroud, right?
0/1 Shroud Enchantress.
Okay.
And tap Birds, Forest of Vanland.
Okay.
And pass turn.
Draw. City of Brass. I'll take a point. Fire, one to your birds and one to your lions.
Sure.
Go ahead.
turn. Play a forest.
Mm-hmm.
Gro-Atog Enchantress.
Okay.
Hidden Gibbons.
Okay. You draw 2, right?
Trigger. Yep. And I'll pass turn.
Untap. Draw. I'll take a point. I'm at 17. Quirion Dryad.
Yeah.
Islands. I'll play this sorcery that's in my hand, sleight of hands.
Yep.
I'll get a counter. One into my hand and one on the bottom.
Sure.
And you can go. Oh, I split a sleeve.
Turn.
And I split another one.
What was that?
I
split a
I
sleeve.
split another one.
Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Okay. Sorry about that.
No worries. Gro-Atog?
That's sacrifice an enchantment to give it +2/+2 or +1/+1?
+2/+2.
+2/+2. Okay.
And I'll pass turn.
Untap. Draw. I'm going to cast another sleight of hand.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll look at my hand. Cast a meddling mage.
Sure.
I'm going to name Swords of Plowshares.
Seems like a plan.
I'll attack for 4.
I will wax the Gro-Atog.
Okay.
I will sack Hidden Gibbons to Gro-Atog. And I'll block.
Okay. Go ahead. 3 cards.
All right. I will Rancor Gro-Atog.
Yep.
Trigger. I'll play Brushland.
Yep.
I'll play Hidden Gibbons.
Yep.
Trigger. I'll take a pain.
Mm-hmm.
Rancor Gro-Atog.
Yep.
Trigger.
This is not going well for me.
I will swing.
I will not
with
block.
Orator. Okay, so take 5.
Okay. 12.
I will pass turn with effects on your upkeep.
Okay.
Orm's Chant, no kicker.
Means I can't play spells,
Correct.
right? I can't play instants or sorceries or something like.
Nope. Target player can't play spells this turn.
Okay. That's fine. Okay. I will draw. I will play a polluted delta. I'm going to fetch down to 11. And I will say go.
Okay. Draw for turn. Play a forest. I will sack a Rancor.
Yep. I'm just going to concede this game because
Yeah.
I can't win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that writing was on the wall that time.
Yeah.
Quirion Dryad versus Quirion Dryad.
Actually, you know what? That last attack was for a hell of a lot more than 5 because you sacrificed the Rancor twice.
Yeah. It
So
was going to be.
No. The previous attack where I took 5, we only counted the 2 Rancors in the Gro-Atog.
I was playing. I was
sacked it twice.
playing it.
Yeah.
I hadn't sacked it.
You hadn't? I could have sworn you sacked it once, but whatever. Yeah, regardless, I was dead. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought about sacking it to get some extra damage in.
Right.
But I wanted to play the second one that was in my hand.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, when you got to the point where you're drawing so many extra cards each turn, it's like... Yeah.
Right.
Like, if you didn't have the Gro-Atog, I might have been okay, but probably not. As soon as that Gro-Atog hit, though. Alright, I'll play first.
Alright.
I'll keep.
I'll keep this.
Looted Delta. Fetch out an island.
Sure.
Mox Diamond pitching a Plains. Quirion Dryad.
Yeah.
Go
That's
ahead.
a great first turn.
3 cards.
First turn. Play a Forest.
Mm-hmm.
Hidden Gibbons.
Sure.
Pass turn.
Untap. Draw. Meddling Mage. Counter. Name. Swords of Plowshares.
Sounds good.
Attack for 2.
No blocks.
Put you at 18. 18 and 19. Go ahead.
Play Windswept Teeth.
Yep.
Fetch.
Mm-hmm. So 19 to 17.
Yep. Play Oratog.
Yep.
And pass turn.
Untap. Draw. Flooded Strand. Fetch.
Sure.
I'm at 18.
Mm-hmm.
Island. Cast a Meddling Mage.
Sure.
This gets a counter. I'm going to name Rancor.
All right.
Attack for 3.
No blocks.
Okay. Put you at 14.
Yep.
And you can go. 2 cards.
Sure. I'll do white and a colorless.
Mm-hmm.
Throw a
Ruby.
Brilliant Halo.
Yep.
And pass turn.
Untap. Draw. I'll pass the turn.
Sure. My turn. Draw. I'll play a Tethered Griffin.
Okay.
And I'll pass turn.
And that's if you don't control.
If I control no enchantments, sacrifice Tethered Griffin.
Whenever you control no enchantment, sacrifice. Okay. End step.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast Ice, targeting your Hidden Gibbons.
Sure.
It
So-
becomes a creature. And,
Yep.
And then it taps, and I draw a
Yep.
card. Still doing your end step. I'm going to gush.
Sure.
I will draw for turn. Mox Diamond pitching an island. Island.
Mm-hmm.
It is called Brilliant Halo.
Brilliant Halo.
Okay. So I'm going to Meddling Mage.
Yep.
And I will name Brilliant Halo. Dryad gets another counter.
Yep.
Attack with a Dryad.
I will wax Tog.
I have a response.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to daze it. Get another counter.
Let's see. So that's a
He's currently at 7/7.
7/7.
Yep.
Make it. Yeah, it'll get dazed.
Okay.
I will block with the.
The Griffin that's
Other
going to die.
Griffin.
Yep. Makes sense.
Yep.
Okay. I will post combat cast a Mox Diamond, discarding an island, and I will say go.
All right.
Cards in hand?
3 cards in hand.
Okay.
I'll play an Enchantress's Presence.
I'll counter that. He gets another counter.
Yeah.
Cards now? 2?
2 cards in hand.
Yep.
Doing some math.
I have jazz hands.
Let's see. 6. So 7. 8. I'll pass turn.
Untap. Draw. Attack for 8.
I'll take a pain. I will wax the Tog.
Okay.
Block.
I'll go with the the Gro-Atog is your first blocker.
Correct. Yeah.
I mean, I don't have to. I can go with the Hidden Gibbons.
Yeah.
but,
I think
yeah. So we'll put all the damage on the Tog. Doesn't matter.
all the damage on the Tog.
Right, because it's got 2, 3. It's got 5 toughness, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and I've only got 8. So, yeah, all the damage on the Tog. That's fine.
Sure.
And
That goes back to my hand where I can't cast
but
it.
you can't cast it. Go ahead.
All right.
Another try.
Bartok?
Sure.
Swing 4.
I'll take it. 14.
Pass turn.
Draw. I'm going to attack with all of them.
Yeah, I'm going to take it.
Put you to 7.
Yep.
And pass the turn. 2 cards.
Yep. You just win if that's the case, though. Armadillo cloak.
Yeah, that's a thing.
I will. Let's see. It's 6. I'll swing in.
I'll take the 6.
Okay.
So you're at 13 and I'm at 8?
I'm at 7. You put me to 7.
No, you gain 6.
Oh, sorry.
Because you're
Yep.
Armadillo Cloak.
That's the whole point of me casting that.
Yep.
And then
Lines?
play
Oh,
Tether
Tether
Griffin.
Griffin. Sure.
And pass turn.
Okay. Untap. Draw. Attack with all of them.
I will block the one naming Brilliant Halo.
Okay. And you'll take 4.
I'll take 4.
Put you to 9.
Yep.
And pass the turn. 3 cards.
Turn. Orms chant you?
I'll respond. Memory lapse.
Sure. I'll Brilliant Halo the Tether Griffin.
Sure.
I'll swing.
And that's the game.
All right. Aggro Chantress.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't going to cast the sideboard card that was in my hand because it wasn't going to be very good. Because, well, at the time, it was a Pyroclasm. So it was like, yeah, no, I'm not casting a Pyroclasm because it doesn't do me any good.
Yeah, that seems real bad just then.
Mm-hmm. Ray of Revelation might have been okay at some point, but and let's see. I think that's it. Oh, there it is. So, yeah, end of the game, I had a Pyroclasm and a Swords of Plowshares in my hand. So, obviously, my mage naming Swords of Plowshares hurt me in that small respect, but I don't know if you had a Swords in your hand or not. But
well, actually,
I have to assume that you're playing.
I'm glad to know that because I actually skipped, like, the the thing I wanted more was Swords to Plowshares to block that meddling mage.
Yeah.
But I felt like I don't have one, and he might.
Yeah, I mean, I think you take the guaranteed win right there.
Yeah.
So.
Exactly.
Yeah, so Swords of Plowshares, Submerge, Ray of Revelation, Pyroclasm came in against you. The Submerge would have been decent right there at the end of the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
But,
This is not a actual functioning sideboard.
Yeah.
This is a maybe board because this deck is still in flux.
Yeah.
So this is like the only time I've ever I brought in Birds of Paradise against you. No, it seemed better than some of the things that were.
There's got to be another card in here that I'm forgetting about because I've only got 14 in my sideboard now. So, but I'll figure it out. But thanks for the games as always.
Absolutely.
It was cool. Yeah, Dryad on Dryad action. So that was there was some fun stuff going on there. So I'll show you. I have Shelter in the main deck. Gives a creature protection from a color, and then I draw a card. And because of the fact that I'm also running Psychatogs in here, it's card parity. Yeah. It can get the Psychatog through. It can be a game winner on its own. Well, not on its own, but with another creature, obviously. It can be a game winner. So we can just force some damage through. I figured I'd try it. In round number 1, it acted as counter spells for the Swords of Plowshares and Lightning Bolts that my opponent was playing. So
yeah,
nothing wrong with that. So, let me flip you back right side up.
Oh, so, sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. So yeah, I'm still short for a couple of other decks that I want to play. Short some cards, and they're cheapo cards, so I don't want to put it in a TCG order for 50 cents and things like that. I need to get a large number of cards together in an order in order to place an order, because I don't want to place orders for 25 cents or 50 cents or whatever. I just really need to put my mind to it and place these orders so that get lists together so that even if it just comes to like $10 or something, so that it's actually worth it, or get to the $25 threshold or $30 threshold for the free shipping, something along those lines. But
exactly.
So Premodern has so many decks. There's all right, so a few weeks ago, like a month ago, whatever, I played Survival of the Fittest. I love Survival of the Fittest, okay? But I don't want to be that guy who plays that same deck all of the time. And also because of the stream, people are going to get bored watching me play Survival all the time.
Yeah.
So, so I need to, just grab some things for other cards. Like I played I played Draco Blast a few weeks back, and it didn't do well for me.
Really?
And the one time that I never went off with a combo, and the one time that I won, it had nothing to do with the combo. It was just, I've got creatures on the table, and I'm just turning them sideways. So, I guess I'm going with Plan B.
That's the beauty of that deck, though.
Yeah. So, guess I'm going with Plan B, and nothing wrong with it, of course. But it's just it's funny. So, but I just love the number of decks. Like, I mean, you've got your tier 1 decks, but there's also the tier 1.5, tier 2, tier 2.5 decks that can still do well. So especially on a Thursday, because people aren't going with the try-hard decks.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, here I am playing Enchantress Beatdown.
Yeah.
And in the this monthly, I mean, I've only played one match, but I'm 1-0 against tier 1 decks with a tier 4 ish.
Yeah. And then in last last month's monthly, you said you were playing elves, right?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, but you said you played against a bunch of other elves decks too. So.
Yeah, I was in a 3-elf pod last month.
Nice. So is last month's, is that all done? Have they done the cut and everything, or is that still going?
I think that the last round is yet to be played. The finals are yet to be played.
Gotcha.
If they have been played, I am not aware of it yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not at the point where I want to do a pre-modern league, but
sure.
You know, I like the variety. I might do an old school league pretty soon after the summer derby's over, because of the fact that that also gives me a variety, and that means I don't need to take decks apart. You know, so I mean, granted, I don't have enough Swords of Plowshare. Sorry, I don't have enough Cities of Brass to.
You never have enough Cities of
Right.
Brass.
But I'm also not gonna. I mean, you would think that with the reprint that they would have gone down in price, but no, it just got reprinted in Double Masters too, and the old ones are still, you know, expensive. So I'll probably get a place set of gold bordered ones, I think, for pre-modern. It's like my Swords of Plowshares are I finally got Ice Age Swords of Plowshares for pre-modern. I've got the Arena Disenchants and the Arena Counterspells and the Arena Incinerates and.
I actually, as far as Cities of Brass to have,
Mm-hmm.
I actually am a huge fan of the 7th edition, I think they are. Pulling them out right now. I love this one particular City of Brass, and I have a ton of Chronicles City of Brass and 5th edition City of Brass, but like which way is the camera? There it is.
Yeah. Well, of course you gotta show off the foil.
No. It's
Is it?
I blackboarded it myself.
Oh,
so.
okay. So it's non-English. I can't tell the language, but and you blackboard. Yeah, I gotta do the same thing with my
Yes.
with my Dark Rituals, because the 5th edition Dark Ritual, that art is amazing, and yes, they did reprint it, and it is blackboarded, but the reprint A is not a mana source.
New frame.
And yeah. B, it's new frame, and C, it's not. The text isn't centered, so. So I will. I want to get these. I want to get these black bordered. I mean, not a huge priority right now, but just something for later on down the road. Like the Armageddons. I want to make sure that I have some Armageddons from Portal or Portal 2. I think, so I have a second play set. You know, one for old school and one for pre-modern. Not that there's anything wrong with the other ones, but like I'm playing Armageddon in my Derby deck for the Summer Derby, so I have to take the Armageddons out of my Summer Derby deck. Had to take the Cities of Brass out of my Summer Derby deck so that I could play this deck tonight.
And see, I hate unsleeving and resleeving.
Same.
Once I sleeve something, I want it to stay sleeved.
Yeah.
So all of my old school stuff is in the same sleeve, and then all of my pre-modern stuff is in a bulk sleeve. These I think they're Ultra Pro black that I can buy in bulk really easily.
Yeah. I just go with the KMC Perfect Hard inner sleeves for everything, so that everything is fine. And then my outer sleeves are Dragon Shields. I've been trying these. The matte dual sleeves where they have the black on the inside.
Yep.
All right, but I've split a lot of these, so I'm not thrilled. If I change the way I shuffle, I won't split so many of them. But I'm actually the KMC Perfect Hards will split them as I'm sleeving the card.
Oh,
sometimes.
Wow. So
the sharp corner on the sleeve will actually split the card. So I'm still like. If Dragon Shield has one product that isn't great, but everything else is fine, then I'm okay with it. You know, I just won't buy these, you know, the dual mats anymore with the black interiors. I'll just go back to their other stuff. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. So all of my old school stuff is at least double sleeved, and then most of like the deck that I'm playing is triple sleeved.
Mm-hmm.
And everything's got the Dragon Shield sealing inners.
Yeah.
And then the Dragon Shield Classics in gold, and then an outer sleeve, a hard outer sleeve. But then for Premodern, I just bought bulk these ultra gloss, and then the KMC perfect fits.
Yep.
So everything gets those, and then when I finalize it, I pick a color that I feel like fits the art of the cards, and everything gets the good old-fashioned Dragon Shield, Dragon Shield matte.
Yeah.
Once the deck is like, all right, that's the deck, it's finalized.
I grabbed these.
Tucked away.
I grabbed these because I had a bunch of store credit built up, so I wanted to try them, and I was running out of bulk commons and uncommons that I could buy. With all of my store credit, so I mean, I'm gonna use these until they're gone. I'm just not gonna get this kind of sleeve, the matte dual sleeves. They're just because it's specifically with A, the perfect hard inner sleeves, and B, the way I shuffle. So because I normally shuffle with the cards facing me. So and that's what's causing when I go like this. That's what's causing the tears in this particular product. So if I shuffle it with the bottoms towards me, there is not a problem. However, old habits die hard, and then when I put my deck down, I want it upside down, facing me with the tops closest to me, so that I can draw a card like this. So, again, I've just been doing it the same way for a very long time. It's hard to switch up, so that's why. It's like I normally praise Dragon Shield for their products, and I normally bash Ultra Pro for theirs. But like I said, if Dragon Shield, this is their first bad product in my opinion that they've had in all the years that I've used them. I don't think that's all that bad. And for anybody who's not using the perfect cards or doesn't shuffle the exact way that I do, then I think they're going to be fine for them. So
cool.
Alrighty, thanks for the games, my friend. Thanks for the chat.
Absolutely.
Good talking to you again, and then good luck in your next round.
Awesome, man. You too. Have a great night.
Yeah, thanks. Bye. So we did not get there, but that's okay. Aaron's a good dude. StreamScribe, how's it going? So for those who are not aware, my friend Carl is the StreamScribe, and you can follow him over there. The link is in the chat right now, and you see down here in this little corner down here is just a preview of his stream. He does some pretty cool art with the lettering. Pretty talented, and I've known Carl since I was in like 8th grade or something like that. So it's been a very, very long time. It's been a while, Carl. So I'm glad that you were able to join. I do have one more round to go after this, so we should be getting things going here pretty quick. Stop on in sometime. Lots has happened. I owe you some fresh work. Okay, I will have to do that. I was gonna stop in earlier this week, but I would have just gone in just to lurk, and like it would have been go in to lurk without even being able to say anything. So, and I don't like doing that. I prefer that if I am gonna lurk, that I actually have a few moments to sit and talk. But that's just my thing when it comes to lurking. I don't have any issue with it, but I want to have at least a few moments, which I did not have when I saw that you were streaming the other day. But yeah, lurkers are definitely welcome. Lurkers, I mean, I get a lot of lurkers in my stream as well. I'm weird. I just have like the things in my head as to how I want things to go, and that's just how it is. And if things work out that way, they work out that way. And if they don't work out that way, they don't work out that way. But I just it probably doesn't really matter much. But I guess It's just one of those things. So, but it looks like there is still one match going on, and they are. It's Matt, my last round opponent, is playing, and they're on. They're playing in Whereby again, so they're not here on Tolaria. So it'll be a few moments for that. But yeah, good seeing you, Carl. I'm glad that you were able to stop in. So let's take a look again at my deck, and this is my Gro-Atog deck. So we've seen a lot of the main deck already. Yeah, Stifle is a one of, and it did something in round number 1. It got sideboarded out because it's not like the best. It's sometimes nice to have it, but you know, is what it is. So out of our sideboard, I've got 2 copies of Disrupt, 1 Pyroblast, 2 Engineered Plagues, 1 Ray of Revelation, 1 Submerge, 1 Gaia's Blessing, 2 Pyroclasms, 3 Swords to Plowshares, and 2 Disenchants. Disrupt I just wanted to try just in case I'm playing against some instant heavy decks, you know, kind of like mine. It's counter target spell unless they pay 1, and then draw a card. So you draw the card regardless of whether or not they pay the 1. So it replaces itself. Sorry, it's counter target instant or sorcery. Excuse me. So there's that. Pyroclasm, counter target spell if it is blue, or destroy target permanent if it is blue. And the good thing with Pyroclasm is that if I have the Quirion Dryad on the table, I can actually cast Pyroblast, and target anything. Because of the way it's worded, it says destroy target permanent if it is blue. So the target is target permanent, but it doesn't actually destroy it unless it's blue. So you can target anything with it, so you can use it to grow the Dryad. Engineered Plague gives -1/-1 to all creatures of the chosen type. So that is pretty decent when it comes to certain decks. Like in round 1, I chose Cleric because of all the Solteri guys that my opponent was playing. Ray of Revelation is a white and a colorless to destroy target enchantment. It has a flashback of a green, so I can cast it once out of the graveyard for just paying 1 green. Submerge is a put target creature on top of its owner's library. It's a blue and 4 for an instant, but if I control an island and my opponent controls a forest, Submerge is free. Gaia's Blessing, if I want to do some heavy-duty recycling of cards. It's also decent if I'm playing against any kind of build strategies. Pyroclasm does 2 damage to each creature. That would have been good in game number 2 against Aaron, but not so good in game number 3, because in game number 3 it would have killed all of my meddling mages, so that was unfortunate that I had that and the Swords of Plowshares in my hand. Yes, I could have cast the Pyroclasm and then cast the Swords of Plowshares. However, that would have meant that the Brilliant Halo would have been able to have been used and abused, like Aaron did in game number 2. Disenchant, destroy target enchantment or artifact. So yeah, that's the thing. So it's a pretty fun deck. So we'll have to see how it goes in round number 3. So with that, I'm gonna take a quick break. So guys, please don't touch that dial. Stick around for round number 3. I'm currently 1-1, and I will be back. So I will see you soon. Welcome back, everybody. So it looks like they're finishing up the last match in the round. So the last table is in turns right now. So should be looks like we should be getting some things going here pretty soon, and we'll get our pairing for round number 3 as soon as we can. And once we have that, then we'll go ahead and we'll go ahead and play some games, of course. So, but appreciate everybody who is sticking around, who is here, and we will continue to play and see what we can do. So let's see what we are on today. Again, playing this Gro-Atog deck because the Quirion Dryad gets larger whenever you cast a white spell, a red spell, a black spell, or a blue spell. So my deck is base blue. The only green cards in the deck are the Dryads themselves. And the only spell besides the Dryad that does not pump the Dryad is the Mox Diamond. So any other spell in the deck that I cast after the Dryad has hit the table makes the Dryad bigger. And you can see that there are a lot of cards that I can cast that can make that Dryad bigger. We also have Psychatog. That's the Atog portion of the deck. Psychatog is a 1/2 for 3. I can discard a card to give it a +1/+1 until end of turn, or I can exile 2 cards out of my graveyard to give it +1/+1. So basically, every card in my hand is kind of like +1.5 to power and +1.5 to toughness, because I discard it to give it 1 and get rid of it and another card. So you need 2 cards to do that. So if I discard 2 cards, And then if I discard 2 cards, it gets a +1/+1, then +1/+1, and then exile both those cards as +3/+3. So each card is like 1.5 power if it's in my hand. Why 1 Stifle? Because why not? Because I didn't want to have another copy of Days, and I wanted to have that surprise element just in case. Like, it's not a terrible card. You know, worst case scenario, you go stifle a fetch lands. You know, best case scenario, you actually stifle something decent. Stifling somebody's wasteland is a terrible idea. Stifling a fetch land can be huge. And in round number 1, I got to stifle a land tax trigger, which was good as well. So, you know, it is. It's not a terrible card when it comes to Premodern. We'll take a look at our sideboard. 2 copies of Disrupt, 1 Pyroblast, 2 Engineered Plague, 1 Ray of Revelation, 1 Submerge, 1 Gaia's Blessing, 2 Pyroclasms, 3 Swords to Plowshares, and 2 Disenchants. So, some interesting stuff in the sideboard. I just wanted to have something that was pretty all-encompassing that could deal with a lot of different things, and I think that this covers it. Yes, I do have a lot to deal with creatures, with the Engineered Plagues, the Pyroclasms, and the Swords to Plowshares, plus the Submerge. Submerge can be a huge tempo swing if I get to cast it. It really is going to depend on certain decks. It's gonna be pretty decent. It would have been decent against the Enchantress deck, the aggro Enchantress deck that I played against last round, but you know, it did not come to fruition. But what you gonna do? So you can't win them all, of course, and you can't always draw the right cards for the right situation. But definitely not disappointed with how things are going so far. So, but we do have 1 more round to go. We're waiting for that last match to finish up so that we can go into round number 3. So, the water tastes good. So, with that, just so everybody is aware, I am playing in the Old School Magic Summer Derby. I do have... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. I have 1 more match to go. I'm going to be playing it this Sunday, time TBA. My opponent has not gotten with me for a time. They messaged me like Tuesday morning and said, hey, I can play now. But there wasn't a whole heck of a lot of notice for that. Plus, I had 2 matches on Tuesday anyway. So Phil said that he can't play until Sunday if we didn't play on Tuesday because he's going to be out of town. So we're going to see what happens. Oh, and it looks like that match was a draw. Look at that. So, yeah. And then I plan to keep streaming Premodern on Thursdays. So that's the Thursday night Throwdown happens at 9 p.m. Eastern every single Thursday night. If I don't stream, you can always go to Tolaria.app and you can go into the event. And that's the cool thing with Tolaria is that you can actually watch matches as they go as a spectator. And if you are watching as a spectator, your camera and your mic are not active, and the players can't see anything that you type in the chat. So that's kind of cool. So Tolaria.app is what we do. It is a project that came to fruition from SlanFan, and he also is the one who wrote the program to do the batch pairing for the Old School Magic Summer and Winter Derbies. He has made an app for iPhone and for Android that mimics Wizards Event Reporter, but it actually took out a couple of bugs that were in Event Reporter. And then he decided that he wanted to bring something all-encompassing for old school specifically, but for other formats as well, so that the old school community could run events and could play webcam games. So here it is. It's Tolaria.app, Tolaria, like the land, .app. It has event reporting software built right in, and then it's got the webcam games built in too. So like right now, all I have to do is, now that the pairing is up, oops, nope. All right, he took the pairings away. He's repairing for a reason. Oh, there was a duplicate. Okay, so you click on your table number and it opens a new window, and that new window is your match with your opponent. So yeah. All right, so yeah, there was Aaron just has to go through. This happens every once in a while. It is a bit of a quirk, but Tolaria is still in its beta testing stage, so you know there are going to be some issues with it. SlanFan has a job and has not been able to go in and fix this small issue where sometimes in the third round, the pairings will not pair based on it'll pair people up that have already played, and you shouldn't be able to do that in the Swiss portion of a tournament. And since there is no playoff, the entire tournament is the Swiss portion. So, but I'm not sure if no, that's still not right, because it looks like two players are playing against each other who played last round. So, yeah, so well, that's all right. Things happen. Not a big deal. So let's take a look again at what I'm playing tonight. Here we go. This is my Gro-Atog deck. It's basically like a mid-range control deck with win conditions of Psychatog and Quirion Dryad. The Dryad can get pretty huge pretty quickly because it gets bigger whenever I cast a white spell, a blue spell, a red spell, or a black spell. And the only spells that don't make it bigger that are in my deck are the Mox Diamonds or the other Dryads. So, Psychatog gets bigger for each card you discard. Also gets bigger each time you exile 2 cards out of your graveyard. So it can. You have cards like Gush returns the islands to my hand, so I can draw 2 cards. So they become more potent cards in my hand. The islands do with the Psychatog. Daze is a counter spell. It counters a spell unless they pay 1. Alternate cost of returning an island. Counter spell is counter target spell. Memory lapse. Counter target spell but put it on top of its owner's library. So that means I've got shenanigans going on with Predict. I name a card. Target player mills the top card. And if it is the named card, I draw 2 cards. Otherwise, I draw 1. So if I memory lapse, suppose they go to Swords of Plowshares, my creature, I memory lapse their Swords of Plowshares back to the top of their deck, and then I cast Predict, mill the Swords of Plowshares off the top of their deck, I get to draw 2. So yes, it costs me the memory lapse and the Predict to get rid of their Swords of Plowshares. However, the Predict replaces both the memory lapse and itself, so it ends up being a 2 for 0. Sorry, no, 1 for 0. Excuse me, because it doesn't cost me any cards, because the Predict replaces the memory lapse and the Predict itself. So ends up being a 1 for 0, which is good. Card advantage is fine. All right, so now it looks like we are good to go. So let's see what we can do about getting our match up and running.
Good evening, sir.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm doing great, and you?
Not bad at all.
Great.
Let's me, oops.
Sorry for the delay. the dog had to take a small pee.
Mm-hmm. So you played to a draw last round, huh?
Yes, I did. Land tax and scroll rack take a lot of time.
Yeah, yes. I was able to win against it round number 1. So
Oh, there was a lot.
Yeah.
Matt and the other Rich were on tax as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Rich Shea is playing his signature control deck probably. So
Yes, but it's a bit different this week though.
yeah.
But
But that's okay.
He washed me quite fast. There was 39 minutes left on the clock. So
Oh,
I'm like,
wow.
okay.
Yeah, that is pretty fast. So
Yeah. Are you good with middle on top?
middle on top. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Same thing from my side.
Okay. And you want to choose even or odd?
Let's go with odds.
Okay. It is odd. Is a 3.
I'm gonna be on the play,
Sounds good. Good luck, my friend.
and I'm gonna mulligan that. Thank you. Good luck. That to you as well.
Mhm.
No lander. It's a bit hard to say, hey, I'm gonna play that.
I'm gonna try this one.
Oh, there we go. Middle on top still good with you?
Yep. Works for me.
I'm gonna keep, and I'm gonna put this at the bottom. And play an island and pass you the turn.
Okay. I will draw. Flooded Strands. I'm gonna fetch.
Sir. Yep.
Down to 19. And I'm gonna get an island.
Yes.
And I'm gonna cast Sleight of Hand.
Yes, sir.
1, 2. And I will say go.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I'm gonna pass you the turn.
Okay. Untap.
Yep.
Draw. Flooded Strands.
Yep.
Fetch. 18.
Yes, sir.
I'll get another island. I will pass the turn, but I wanted to stop on your upkeep.
Yep.
I'm going to cast Ice to tap your island on your upkeep.
Sure.
Okay. Go ahead.
Draw for the turn. Your turn, sir.
Okay. Untap. Draw. Mox Diamonds.
Yes, sir.
Discarding an island.
Yep.
Psychatog.
Not bad.
And Gemstone Mine.
Yes, sir.
And you can go. 1, 2, 3.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
I've got 4 cards in my hands.
I'm gonna go to discard phase and say words of wisdom.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
Alrighty. Untap. Draw.
I was hoping for something else, a bit more land, but hey, that's probably what happened when you don't power shuffle after playing that deck.
Attack for 1.
19.
Alright, go ahead.
Play an island.
Okay.
Cast an Helm of Awakening.
Helm of Awakening.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to pay 2 mana to daze it.
Your turn.
End step, I'm going to gush, returning 2 islands.
Yes.
1, 2. Untap. Draw. Mox Diamond, discarding a City of Brass.
Yep.
I'll play an island. I will attack for 1.
18.
And you can go. 5 cards.
Untap, upkeep, draw for turn. Gonna play a medallion.
Counterspell.
Your turn.
Untap. Draw. Attack with the Psychatog.
Yes.
Puts you at 17, and
Yes, sir.
you can go.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Pass the turn.
Okay. Untap. Draw. Attack for 1.
16.
Go ahead.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Play land.
Yep.
Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw. Attack with the Psychatog.
15.
Now I'm going to discard 2 cards.
I'm gonna play snap.
Okay.
So no damage.
Yep.
Untap.
I'll play an island. And I'll recast the Psychatog.
Yes, sir.
And you can go. 4 cards.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Gonna play a Cloud of Fairy.
Okay.
Untap. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw.
Yep.
Attack for 1.
15.
Go ahead.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Play an island. And swing for 1.
17.
Your turn.
Untap. Draw. Attack for 1.
14.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna... Yep, untap, upkeep, draw. Play an island. Cast Merchant's Roll.
Does that put it into your hand or on top of your library?
In my hand.
And it's got to be a blue instant, correct?
No, just an instant. Oh, yes, a blue
Yeah,
instant.
a blue instant.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to respond with an opt.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Look. Put this one on the bottom, and I'll take the next one. Okay, go ahead. 6 cards.
Let's get brain freeze.
Sure.
Pass the turn.
Passing the turn?
Yep.
Okay. Untap. Draw. So the Merchant Scroll is in your graveyard, Brain Freeze is in your hand.
Yes.
Okay. Sleight of hand.
Yes.
Islands. Ice to tap your fairies.
Yes.
And I'll draw a card. Attack with a Psychatog.
Yes, no block.
I'm going to discard some cards.
Yes.
Let me look at my graveyard real quick. I'll discard to give it +1.
Yes.
I will discard to give it +2. I'll discard to give it +3.
Yep.
And I will discard to give it +4. Exile these 2 for +5. These 2 for +6.
Yep.
These 2 for +7.
Yep.
These 2 for +8.
Yep.
These 2 for +9.
Yep.
These 2 for +10. These 2 for +11. These 2 for +12. And these 2 for +13. So he's got 14 power.
Gonna please snap?
I'm gonna cast Shelter to give him protection from blue.
Perfect. I'm gonna be on the play.
Yeah. Middle on top is fine.
Perfect. Same here.
Good luck.
Thank you. Same to you. Oh, that's way better now. That doesn't compare. I'm gonna keep that.
I will keep as well.
Perfect. I'm gonna play an island and cast Light Event.
Okay.
Take this, put that there. And pass. And play a crypt. Pass you the turn.
What is that? Crypt?
Tormod's Crypt.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll draw.
Yep.
Flooded Strand. Fetch.
Yep.
19.
I don't think HP is gonna matter that much.
Probably not. Islands. Mox Diamonds. Discarding Gemstone Mine.
Yes, sir.
Cast Meddling Mage.
Sure.
I'll name Snap,
Okay.
and you can go.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Let's play an island. And pass you the turn.
Okay. Untap. Draw. I will play a lance.
Yep.
Attack for 2.
18.
I will cast a Psychatog.
Yes.
3 cards. Go ahead.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Let's play an island and pass you the turn, it seems.
End step. I'll return 2 islands to cast Gush.
Yeah, why not? Let's play Meditate in response.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So draw 1, draw 2. Are
Gonna
you
go
done?
to-
Still done with your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to discard phase. I'm gonna discard Cloud of Fairy. Pass you the turn.
Okay. Untap. Draw. I'll play an island.
Yep.
Quirion Dryad.
Yep.
I will attack you for 3.
15.
I will end this turn and go to my next one.
Yes, sir.
Untap. Draw. I will play a Mox Diamond, discarding City of Brass.
Yep.
I'm going to cast a Sleight of Hand, triggering my Dryad to get a +1/+1 counter.
Yes, sir.
1, 2. I will play an island as my land for the turn. I will cast an Opt.
Yep.
Triggering. I will look. That can go on the bottom. I'll draw. 3, 4, 5, 6.
Go down to 9.
And you can go. I've got 3 cards in my hand.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Let's play an island. Cast a Elm of Awakening.
I'll return an island to cast Daze. This gets a counter.
Sure. I'm gonna play for days.
Okay. So you've got 1 island left, right?
Yes.
Okay.
How many cards in hand?
I have 3. One of them's an island.
Good. Good game.
Oh, okay. Did that extra mana hurt you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Think I would have been good to combo out at that point, but needed the extra mana. Hey, things happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you did have the crypts on turn 1, but I did board in blessings, and I have stifle in my main deck as well. So.
Good.
All right. Thank you for the games, my friend.
Thank you.
Yep.
Take care.
Yeah. Take care. Bye. We got there. So, yeah, the main deck Stifle would have done something in that game, in that match, but my main deck Shelter is actually what ended up winning game number 1, and then a very timely Stifle there. I'm sorry, Daze, so that my opponent didn't have access to multiple mana. So he does need some mana to go off, and sometimes it's just 2, or sometimes it's 1. But it is what it is. You know, it's part of the game. You have to go for it. And he I think he did the right thing. In game number 1, he was going to go off on the following turn. I just know it. The meditates that my opponent cast gave me the extra turn and meant that he took some extra damage because of the Dryad. Obviously, he didn't know that I was going to be casting a Dryad, but you know, I cast the Dryad, and then on the following turn pumped it a couple of times, so he took a big chunk of damage, so that I had it set up fairly well. So definitely okay with how the deck performed today. I think that the match against Aaron could have gone differently. Like if we played it again, it's possible that I win, possible that I don't. Who knows? So that's part of the game, though. Is that variance is the thing, and sometimes you're just at the mercy of the cards that you draw. So this is the Gro-Atog deck that we played today. 4 Quirion Dryads, 2 Psychatogs, 4 Meddling Mages, 2 Counterspells, 2 Memory Lapses, 2 Predicts, 3 Daze, 1 Stifle, 3 Opt, 3 Gush, 4 Fire and Ice, 4 Sleight of Hand, 2 Armageddons, 4 Mox Diamonds, 2 Shelters, 1 Island, 1 Plains, 7 Islands. Yes, all 7 islands have different art, so don't at me for that. That was intentional. 3 Cities of Brass, 1 Gemstone Mine, and then 4 Flooded Strands and 2 Polluted Deltas. Out of our sideboard today, we had 2 Disrupts, 1 Pyroblast, 2 Engineered Plagues, 1 Ray of Revelation, 1 Submerge, 1 Gaia's Blessing, 2 Pyroclasms, 3 Swords of Plowshares, and 2 Disenchants. And because of the fact that we played against the mill deck, we did end up boarding in every single card throughout the evening. So that was a good thing. So against him, it was the 2 Disrupts, the Gaia's Blessing, and the 2 Disenchants, and the Pyroblast came in. So those 6 cards came in. So I am happy with the 2-1 performance. We did 2-1, so we were on the winning side. So that was definitely a good thing. So I do appreciate you guys sticking around for the evening and watching me play. Again, a reminder that at some point in time on Sunday, I will be playing my last match in the Old School Magic Summer Derby. So if you want, you can follow me on social media or join my Discord. The link is in the chat right now, and you can also use the QR code that is right down there, and that'll bring you to my link tree, and that gives you the links to all of my social media. I post things in my Discord first before they go on to Twitter or to Instagram or to Facebook. So if you want to know anything about the stream, and if you do join my Discord, I do bounce some ideas off people in the Discord from time to time. So you can have some input as to something that happens on the stream. So with that, I hope you all have a great night, and I will see you next time. Take care.